No, look like I can't believe it's not butter. Look, yeah, you know what you did. You know it. You know. And so this third degree felony also becomes a second degree felony punishment. So that's 40 years you're looking at. Okay, you're going to be taken into custody here because there's a warrant for your arrest on this.
What you just watched, that is the face of a man being told he is looking at 40 years in prison. But the judge isn't buying Derek Robinson's shocked expression for a single second. Derek is back in court for allegedly stalking the same woman he's already accused of brutally assaulting. But there's a chilling twist in the timeline. How did he target her on January 11th, when he didn't even post bond for the first case until weeks later? With multiple prior convictions haunting him, his legal math is about to turn a third-degree felony into a terrifying 40-year nightmare. If you want to see exactly how prosecutors use a defendant's own timeline to dismantle their defense, make sure you hit subscribe. Let's head back to the start of this confrontation.
Okay, we've got 2667 and 26 CR 408. 2667 is an indictment handed up by the grand jury on January 14th of this year. And then the second one comes about on March 18th of this year. He's posting a bond in the 2667. He's posting a bond on 12826. But this second event is occurring on January 11th, which would have been 2 weeks before.
Yes, sir.
So I don't disagree that it's the same victim. But it makes some. A warrant was issued for him. His arrest on January 14th, and that was 3 days after the second offense occurred.
Yes, sir.
And Judge, we haven't ignored that stuff.
Okay.
Or any.
Okay. All right. So let's get this straight. Don't look like I can't believe it's not butter. Look, yeah, you know what you did. You know it. You know. Well, you think you're going to commit a crime and there's not going to be a warrant issued for you? You've been charged with stalking in the second case, and don't act like that.
I'm just trying to.
So you've got 26 CR 67. This is an indictment for assault family violence, which alleges that on or about November 25th of 2025, you caused bodily injury to a member of your family. It's a member of family, household, or in a dating relationship. And it is a dating relationship, so according to probable cause affidavit. But this indictment also says on December 8th of 2017 in this court, you were convicted of assault involving family violence. And the next paragraph of this indictment also states that you were finally convicted of assault on a family member, a third degree felony, on September 12th of 2018 in this case, in this court. That's a different cause number. So this third degree felony in 26 CR 67 is now bumped up to a second degree felony punishment because of your prior conviction for assault on a family member. So you're looking at 20 years in prison. I've only done one. We're going to go to the second one now. Then, January 11th, you're charged with the third degree felony of stalking, and that prior 2018 conviction in this court is alleged assault on a family member. And so this third degree felony also becomes a second degree felony punishment. So that's 40 years you're looking at in prison. No, this is not a debate. It's what the grand jury indicted you on. So they indicted you on an event that occurred, which states that with the intent to harass, annoy, alarm, abuse, torment, or embarrass the other person. You made repeated phone calls and electronic communications to the complainant, which was an attempt to, was only intended to harass, annoy, abuse, and torment. To repeatedly ring and electronically notify that causes somebody alarm. And they would feel harassed, annoyed, alarmed, abused, tormented, embarrassed, and offended. Any lady would. You start acting like a man, a gentleman, a man, not tormenting women. That never played out well when I grew up. Picking on girls. Needs that, start acting manly. So you're looking at 40 years in prison in all of this. Serious. A couple of things. What are your bonds in this case? I see a $30,000 bond in one of them. First.
There's probably in the warrant a bond having been set.
Oh, okay, that's the warrant. Okay, you're going to be taken into custody here because there's a warrant for your arrest on this second indictment of stalking.
I was trying to figure out when was that?
Of January 11th is when that occurred. On or about January 11th. The other one is on or about November 25th.
When was the indictment drop?
Huh?
When was the indictment drop?
Indictment drop? What do you mean? Handed down? Oh, on March 18th, 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you're gonna reset this.
Yes, sir.
These two.
And also,
For an announcement in 4 weeks.
he also advised me of some more that he's working with hiring an attorney in Houston to represent him. So I think for this would be appropriate to let him get to take care of all that.
And stand by. The first one is explain.
What you're looking for?
The problem cause that.
On the stalking?
Here. What's the date on this public? Oh, November 25th. Okay.
That's the original charge, Jeff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so a probable cause affidavit has been filed on November 25th on that first case. The day apparently the day it happened, the police investigated it and then wrote a report.
PC on the stalking is dated February 11th, Jeff.
And there was a warrant issued for him on November 25th.
Oh,
Warrant on you on February 25th. I'm sorry, November 25th, November 25th. He was arrested.
Okay. Okay, he'll not to me, sir.
Somebody like says.
He hopes the bond was something January 28th, but he had already, was a case already filed. May or may not have known about it, but nonetheless,
Yes, sir.
what's his, is there a bond pending on this 2640N?
No bond.
One has not been set,
Oh.
the warrant's pending.
All right.
It's up to you, Your Honor. I will advise on the first matter, there is a no contact and a protective order is actually in place as to both calls numbers. And a GPS device was ordered on him as to condition of bond on the $30,000 bond on 0067.
But that was all after this second event, though, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So I don't have any evidence to suggest that that's not working, but at the same point in time, I want to ask that the court consider the appropriate bond that Your Honor feels is proper.
It was 30.
But to make sure that the same conditions of the GPS device and the no contact exist on 408.
All right, it was 30.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. You're going to be taken into custody. There's a warrant for your arrest. Bond is $30,000 on this second as well. Once again, you can't commit crimes, felony crimes, especially involving a situation like this, this relationship. And also you must have a GPS device, which you have no, this is the most important thing. No contact with this person, the victim, nor anyone on your behalf.
That's what I'm trying to do.
It's not a debate, just listen. Nor anyone on your on your behalf, contact her. I don't want to find out. The DA's office will tell me if you attempt to contact her or somebody on your behalf, then we'll race you in here as fast as possible. Your bond will be revoked and you're going to sit out in the county jail until these two cases of where you're looking at 40 years imprisonment on both of these together get disposed of. You understand? Those are the marching orders and they will be firmly dealt with.
One matter, Judge, since the court had ordered a GPS device on him and prior to this incident, can we affirm that he actually has it in place?
You have the GPS on you?
Yeah.
On your ankle?
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate
That always has to be monitored at all times. You just don't wear it. It also has to be monitored through we had somebody shows the device, but it wasn't being monitored.
Oh, no.
And when that happens, that's just like you don't have a device. And if you pull a stunt like that, you'll go to jail. Okay. All right. Get a resetting, also done, 4 weeks?
4 weeks, yeah.
Okay.
Derek Robinson was sent straight back to custody, now facing a potential 40 years behind bars. But was this immediate remand the right call? Should the judge have waited for Derek's new attorney to arrive before revoking his bond? Comment below. Team prosecution or Team Derek? Does his past record justify such a massive sentencing threat? Hit like if you found this analysis insightful, and share this with your friends who love real-life legal drama.